Hey everyone, welcome to the Curious Girl Diaries podcast. I'm Layla London, aka The Curious Girl. Now, just to let you know, this podcast is not suitable for work. It's also not suitable for anybody under 18. But the rest of you consenting adults, let's get ready to talk about my sex life, sex in general, and everything in between in explicit, raunchy, fun detail. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's talk about what I love about a man. Oh my gosh, where do I start? Okay, you men, you're just so delicious. Let me just start with that. Like, I fucking love you guys. I love men. Their bodies, their strength, just everything. But just so I can keep my thoughts collected here, let me start at the beginning. Let me start with why I have a certain physical type. I'm tall, and while I'm slim, I've always been tall, and so I say that I suffer from TGS, which is tall girl syndrome. And tall girl syndrome is, no matter how slim I am, as tall as I am, I always kind of feel big. It's just something in my head, right? Where I don't want to feel big. I want to feel tiny and petite and, like I can be manhandled and snapped like a little twig. When in reality, I'm tall and lean and, it's, I'm not 5'2". So I'll never feel like this tiny little petite spinner unless I have a tall, physically strong guy. So that tends to be my type. Kind of like, I would say 6'2" and above is 6'2" to 6'5". That's like my ideal. I mean, 6'5" is probably my ideal height. That's perfect. I can put my heels on. All my expensive heels are 4 inches. So you put that on 5'10" and boop, you're right up there. Now, I want to put in a caveat to that because it's not always about, sometimes it's about, there's definitely some men that have, that it's their physical presence is imposing, and it's just, there's something about them. So it's not a steadfast rule, but generally speaking, if you lined up a lot of the guys over the years that I've dated or, had relationships with, what have you, they're going to look, they have a similar look. Okay. Off that. Now, so I love a bigger guy. I love a tall, hunk of a man with, that outweighs me a lot, so that I can feel like I love the weight of a man's body on me. Oh, fuck, that turns me on. Just when he's on top of you, that you just know, oh, this is a man. I love the size of their shoulders and chiseled abs and hands. I just have this thing about a man's hands. First of all, I love those hands all over me, touching me and making me feel good, and sometimes soft and sometimes strong. But I don't know what it, I just love a man's hands. When guys send, selfies, and in the mirror, and you can see them holding the phone, I'm always drawn right to the hands. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a kink or a fetish. I'm not sure. I need a little help with discerning that. But yeah, definitely, I love a man's hands. I like when a man just kind of grabs you and you feel how strong he is, and not in a super aggressive way, but again, it's just the masculine energy to me is just such a fucking turn on. Like, when I'm looking at a tall man who's in great shape, who takes care of himself, I can't help it. I mean, I just get so fucking turned on. I love men's voices. I love how they're protective of women. You know, how a man makes me just feel so feminine and so fucking sexy, like, ugh. Men and women's bodies were really, their energy, the yin and the yang and all that, they're just so uniquely designed for each other. And that's not to say that's, that there's not that same dynamic and energy between same-sex couples in any way. Just that, for me, oh my gosh, nothing, gets me going than more than just a sexy, tall, in shape, well-built hunk of a man. I'm just like, get over here and get on me, or let me get on you. I know what to do with that body. Oh my gosh, I'm getting myself all worked up here. I'm going to have to find an outlet for this when I'm done. But I love I love really broad shoulders and chiseled arms, and I want to be in those arms. And I just kind of, like I said earlier, I love the fact that, a man is strong, and physically, they're strong, and that they could just have their way with you if they wanted. But they can also provide you the softness and comfort that you need too, because you feel safe and cared for, and it's the best. I think snuggling after an aggressive sex session is hot. Going from one extreme to the other, hot. So anyway, that's what I love about men. And I guess I focused on the physical mostly, but that's kind of what I'm here to do, right? Focus on the physical for now. Anyway, there you have it.